Let's start our today's meetings. This is a quite new format for us, so it's a kind of morning coffee, free conversation, more or less free conversation with an expert we invited on that meeting. Yeah, today is our expert is Sviatoslav. I'll introduce him a little bit later, but just let me finish with the some rules on the meeting. So I have bunch of questions prepared to warm up Sviatoslav and the audience. So if you feel that you have to something to ask, very important, you have two options. You can raise your hand and I'll try to give you a word. No, in Teams, not in on the picture. Or you can write down your questions in chat. First option is more preferable, and second one less preferable, since sometimes in the chat is a bloody mess, so it's quite too complicated to extract questions from there. Okay, right now we lost our main speaker. I suppose this is the end for our meeting, so thank you for coming. And he's back. Okay, we are back. Okay, so that's all. And the important message: if you watch this video on YouTube, I would appreciate if you hit like or dislike, but a like button, and subscribe on our channel. This motivates us to do what we are doing and keep doing what we are doing. Yeah, thank you. So, okay, let's start from Sviatoslav. Sviatoslav, you are the head of the practice that we know in EPAM is known as gaming practice. But I know that the exact title of the practice, exact name, is much wider, much bigger. Can I ask you to just name it? I mean, and provide the full name, full composition of all of those.
Be correct.
Well, let's.
I'm not 100% agree. Sure that I'm correct, but still, as I remind, this AR, VR, XR gamification competency center. So our primary focus is on AR and VR applications, and also gamification applications. Like probably you saw the gamification option for our code of conduct. So this is what we did.
Oh, this is the person responsible for that. So I mean, beware. I mean, nobody. I mean, not all in EPAM like this and have many questions to people who implemented this. But okay, so I mentioned that you pronounce AR, VR, and XR. What is XR in particular?
It is mixed reality. So when the technology with AR and VR appeared, they also thought about, we need something more, which will be more like a wide option, like combining both AR and VR in the same time. So they named it XR, like mixed reality.
Mixed. Well, for me, it's quite hard to understand. So AR, it's augmented reality, right? And this is my understanding. So this is when you see the world around you and some pictures added to your view, right? VR, it's completely different. So you are completely isolated from the entire world and have your own world in your glasses. So how to define XR?
Like from my point of view, as I understand, first of all, when someone talking about mixed reality, they mean both technologies, AR and VR. So I could not remind like an exact like application which could name be like exactly XR. Usually, I agree that they are separated for VR and AR because, anyways, so almost any AR application is also mixed reality because you're adding something virtual to your real reality via your glasses.
Okay. Let's talk about a bit about quality engineering. So, majority of people here on that meeting, on that call, belongs to the quality engineering practice. So, I'm wondering, do you have the standard? I mean, people that works that responsible for the quality on the project you are working at, do they have standard distribution or division on functional QA, automation, maybe something else? How it works in your practice?
Very interesting question because you did not define my personality, but I have like a conflict in my head because at the same time I'm a resource manager of in the unit which works on AR and VR applications, and at the same time I'm a delivery manager for the project which assisting to test some game engine. So for the and I guess this is a separate topics. So for the AR/VR, I think that the best expert here is Paulina Simpson. I was a manager on the project where the VR application was tested, and Paulina is actually has hands-on experience, so maybe she will be able to provide you some details about the testing itself.
That would be interesting. Can you just introduce Paulina to us? Or maybe Paulina, can you introduce yourself?
Hey, I am Paulina Simpson. I am a lead software testing engineer in EPAM. Have been working in EPAM for about 5 years. And for 3 years, I have been specializing in working with VR application and metaverse.
Okay, so how would you answer on my question to Sviatoslav? Do you have that, I mean, standard division between test automation, manual work, or people that assigned to AR VR projects do both in one, or maybe they do something else?
So it's basically on like any other project, depends on the project itself, because we often have to involve a manual tester to the project when we are talking about VR, XR, AR, or any like immersive experience, because like there are like lots of like feelings, lots of personal understanding, and etc. So you have to test it like using just your eyes and the scripts. But we also have like people in EPAM, like great specialists who are like automation tester, and they usually have to know Unity quite good, or any other engine, game engine, so to automate like some UI or end-to-end test cases, but still it's usually the collaboration of two specialists.
Okay. If I again, since we have you on the call, so maybe one more question to you. So, okay, I'm just quite impressed with the introduction that Sviatoslav provide to the projects, to the area you are working at. So I'm let's imagine that I'm a functional QA, and I want to be a part of your practice.
It's a really great decision.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
you made just a great choice.
I suppose that you have some kind of eligibility criteria. So what skills, maybe technologies, maybe patterns should I know to get at least a chance to get assigned to the project?
So honestly saying, it's a really great questions, and here I maybe need to mention that now we finished our pilot courses for like QAs who want to work in a game dev practice. It was like really great, and we are going to make like our second like courses. It's in English, so please let us know if you wanted to involve it and want. Yeah. So
do they?
here.
Do they? So do we have them available for only internal employees, or it's they are, or it is open for external as well?
So for now, it's for internal employees and for like people from our lab. So for people who now like working in EPAM or like go into our courses, and it's like a chance for people maybe to change a little bit their direction and to start testing like games, game engine, like virtual reality, AI, and etc.
Okay. Do we have a chance to get it open for the external candidates?
So
maybe
maybe in the future, because it's like very great like and good made courses, and they gave like a really good understanding of maybe some basic knowledge of game testing expertise. So please welcome.
Okay. Thank you for your question. I suppose we get some links from you and put it in the video description on YouTube. Okay, so let's get back to Sviatoslav since he become a little bit bored. So let's warm him up again. So Sviatoslav, so when you say AR, VR, XR, gaming, in my mind, I mean, is that the solid practice, or it's more or less dedicated subdomains inside your practice? So how can you just some clarify, right, or explain how all those names, all those terms cross each other?
Yeah, sure. I guess that the reason of such a wide spectrum of what we do is related to that fact that like initially, years in the past, there was a game dev studio which acquired with EPAM, and actually we have all required stacks to make games. So we had 3D artists, we had 2D designers, we had UI UX designers, game designers, and game developers, and actually every stack of such technology can be used in different ways. So one of our first projects in PAM was related to like a rendering of MRI of the brain. Like we made it with Unity, and like we were able to slice the MRI to see different zones. It was colored with the different zones and so on. So it was like we are actually just on the edge of business and games, like and we could provide like services for our clients in whatever they want, because we have expertise in different domains, and actually most of our projects are very unusual. Unfortunately, I could not share all details about because they are on NDA about what we do in our projects, but still they're really different. So you saw so for example, what we did, like, so internal users could see our gamification for our internal courses like code of conduct, And for example, we also have a public application on Oculus Store, or it's already Meta Store, which named Inner Focus. It's also made with EPAM, and it's like a completely VR application for meditation and relaxation. And also we make, for example, courses for oil companies to educate people how to act with
how to drill lamps.
How to drill, yeah. Exactly. Like education courses in VR are very helpful in such cases.
Okay, so I mean, in my mind immediately appear the picture. So if I mean, in few years, I would be able to just download this application and learn how to drill and get the oil by myself. That would be interesting. Okay, so as far as I understood, gaming industry, right, become it used to be, you know, small and not completely not non-enterprise level business, right? Right now it's more or less enterprise. So I know that you are working with I mean, not sure you, but EPAM definitely works with Epic Games, right? And we are using Epic Games engine. I heard that you mentioned that you are using Unity engine. So do we have any others so-called global engines that share the market together with Epic Games and Unity?
I guess there are two major competitors on the market. Still, there are some more engines, but for sure, due to Unity and Unreal Engine are the core, the most important game engines in the market. So we currently focus on them, but still we as well had experience with like self-made engines in the past. So it's also like wasn't our price, but still just more profitable to use. Usually, in most cases, not in every, but still, it's very like due to Unity and Unreal Engine have very wide spectrum of frameworks of internal tools and things that could significantly simplify your work. So it's very profitable to use them.
So they have mature ecosystems around each other. Do they share the market more or less equally, or we have like Android and iOS on the mobile, so one is bigger than the others?
I guess like anyways, it's like they're more or less compete at each other, but still hard to do not highlight that. For example, Unreal Engine is worse for mobile games, just because it's more heavy. It has more resources in build. It has more requirements for the hardware, so it works slowly. It's like if you will create just a simple project from like a template in Unity and in the Unreal Engine, it will work slower, and for like Unity it will work faster. But on the other hand, that in Unreal Engine it will be easier to create like a heavy, beautiful games with high, like a very good lighting, with good art, with detailed models. There are a lot of high-tech instruments to simplify the work with high poly models and so on. So like I think that like usually, as I understand, big titles usually made with the Unreal Engine, like something more small and mobile, usually by Unity, but it's not an absolute rule. Still, for example, maybe you heard about Hearthstone, game from Blizzard. It's made with Unity, and it's like, but still, it's mobile game.
Okay, let me chase you a bit. So, if you decide to create the exact copy, but your own copy of Minecraft, what would you choose, Unity or Unreal?
Let me be honest. Both of them are bad for Minecraft.
Oh, okay.
Just because both of these engines are um, has polygon graphics, and for Minecraft it will be better voxel graphics. Just a different kind of graphics. Like in the engine, just the basics. Like in the Minecraft, everything consists of cubes. Like
Yeah.
just the and in Unreal Engine and Unity, they do not use cubes as a smallest part. They use polygons as a smallest part, and it's for better graphics. It works much better, but voxel graphics for case like Minecraft works just significantly more effective when you are just drawing with cubes.
Okay. Okay. So let's switch a little our conversation to the hot demanded news. I mean, a hot news that arrived almost yesterday, and I suppose everybody's interested how it affects on your life. So, ChatGPT. It has been presented not much time ago, and become available, and immediately become super popular, so very viral. So I tried by myself and was quite impressed. I also see some news about Microsoft that they somehow integrated it or similar technology to the Minecraft, so then you can just request something from this AI, and it creates inside the Minecraft. It creates what you want, right? Some objects. Do you have kind of, or do you expect to have such kind of integration in Unity or Unreal Engine? And how let's ask this in that way: how would you feel it affect on your work in the nearest future?
Like
what is your expectation?
So for now, we do not have right now any anything. Like I do not know anything about like exactly like Minecraft with ChatGPT with AI, but still, like even we also already work with various artificial intelligence in our work, and due to all these technologies, like they are in the edge of business and other spheres, like for sure, I expect a lot of various integrations with ChatGPT, with Midjourney, and others. Like I'm 100% that they will change the industry. The whole IT industry will be a bit different.
That's for sure. Definitely. I
Yeah.
absolutely agree. But how can you just provide an estimate when we wake up one day and realize that we are in the new reality? How long would it take?
For me, it's like it happened maybe around 2019 when I installed TikTok, because still you could see how you're like already integrated with artificial intelligence, and just it will grow and grow day by day. For my expectations, like we will see more and more various usage of various.
Yeah. I don't have TikTok installed. Do you think I should
just
eventually do that?
Give it a try to see how it works. At least it could be very interesting, because like at least me, I like feel how I interact with artificial intelligence, like and it's even you see how it works, that it could find a content for you that you think that you do not want to see, but you actually watch it, just because for any other reasons, and artificial intelligence could find your weak points that are not in your brain, but still it's in your like a mind, somewhere behind your mind. You like, for example, you really like to see cats. I don't know, for funny cats. For your brain, you're already like maybe tired of cats or something, but still, due to your watching, like artificial intelligence could find it and provide you the content that you really want.
Okay.
Not
Okay.
about the thing.
Okay. So do you? Okay. When I was young, right, and we played some video games that with open world, let's say, that was not 3D. That was I don't know how to name this engine, like Fallout 2. So yeah, isometric. Yeah. So we dream at that time. We dream to have some virtual reality with the open world that is generated somehow automatically and of course orchestrated by artificial intelligence. So for me it's quite obvious that it is possible to implement in the nearest future, definitely. But here's the question. So do people really interested in that kind of stuff? So do they really need some virtual world orchestrated and automatically generated and so on and so forth? Or it's not so interesting to play in that, and it's better to have some mortal intelligent. How we name real people that make stuff?
Engineers.
Engineers. Yeah. So not artificial intelligence to do the world, the scenarios, and so on and so forth. So do we have demand on that kind of artificial generated stuff, I would say?
So it's a very complicated question, actually. But like for the first part that I've kind of mind, that you said that it's something like a virtual reality, a game like a Fallout. But for now, we see that virtual reality is still pretty close the main. Like not everyone is ready to play games in virtual reality, but still, I think that the core question was about like artificial intelligence, and we already see, like I have friends in the various game dev studios, and various people already tries to use Midjourney to create like game assets, and it's highly efficient to like make concepts with Midjourney. It's significantly reduce your costs for art. But for the content made with artificial intelligence, like my expectation is that we could not in the long, like the short term, and like I think even in middle term, we will not see fully orchestrated games by artificial intelligence. I'm sure that still some engineer will take a look onto the results of the this artificial intelligence. Maybe one day.
Is that your internal feeling, or just you have some arguments?
Even for now, I have no see in the future. Maybe in future it will be done, but still, like even for now, when you're working for concepts for games, you will still need one artist to fix, because Midjourney could generate you a character with the 7 fingers on one hand, and it just do not see problem with the 7 fingers, and you just in your drawing you need like a reduced number of fingers, or maybe adjust some details.
What's wrong with the 7 fingers?
Like when you're trying to draw a human, It
I
do not
mean,
see real.
your understanding of humanity is narrowed by the 5 fingers.
Yeah.
I mean, okay, okay, okay. Let's talk about VR. So this topic in the news over 10 years, right? And all of those time we expect to have AR, VR technologies everywhere. So the promise sounds like in a few years you'll get it everywhere. So and it lasts over 10 years in my in my mind at least. So but it's nowhere still. Why why it is so? Is that because the expensive hardware, lack of engines? I mean, what's the reason?
I guess there are something. Okay, let me say it in this way. So actually, there are more and more virtual devices on the market. More and more people use virtual reality hardware, and for sure, Meta made a lot of for that. Facebook provided a really good device on the market. It's not so costly. It's very handy, but still, the core problem from my point of view is that there are no addiction from their devices. There are no standard behavior for it's normal for a person to when you're tired after your work, come home and turn on your TV or turn on your PlayStation or Xbox. But for turning on your VR headset, it's not so many people used to do that because for now virtual reality devices they're very specific have a very specific usage spectrum. You cannot if you could turn on your device and watch a TV inside the VR headset, but it's not so comfortable actually, and people do not see the place in their lifetime for VR for most for a wide market.
Okay. Do you? I mean, what is the install base currently of how many hardware people have in the world right now?
I don't have numbers, but there are millions of devices.
Millions.
Millions.
Is it enough, or maybe it's too few? So I know that on the planet there are 3 billions of TV sets, right? 3 billions. So when you say few millions, I mean it's to compare with the TV, it's too few, right? So maybe is that maybe the reason that we still have lack of those devices, and that is why it's not popular. What do you think?
I guess it's an egg and bird problem. Which should go first? Should it be first popular device, or should it be first interesting for customers? And my point of view is just first of all that not so not so many people could get it, and it's not so maybe pleasant, or people do not need this hardware so much for now. It's for example, it's do not make a status. It's not a status thing. For example, when people buy iPhone or maybe expensive Android device, they it's also a status, and it's just a
manifest their wealth. Okay, so I mean there are lots of rumors, and maybe you can just give us some insights on that. So lots of rumors about Apple AR/VR device. So, do you have something to share with us about that?
I don't have any insights from Apple, but still, like this is a known thing that Apple for a long time works on their AR device, and actually, I more believe in AR devices for that not VR, but AR probably would be much more popular because they have an opportunity and usage in real life. It's something you could wear outside, like as well as Apple. They are creating like glasses which could adjust your reality, like make a HUD, like interface at your eyes for like you could see how, like for example, the glasses could recognize the face of the person and like sign it near the face of the person, like say who is it, or maybe it could show you the direction of navigator, just exactly like in what you see. And also I had experience with various AR devices, and like for me it was just so nice to have like as a IT engineer, I like to have multiple
screens,
monitors, multiple screens, and actually in AR I could create them as many as I want. Just like you create a virtual screens in a space, and you could like work with them as you want, and it do not need, you need only one device for that. And I'm sure that for now it's not so like light, not so easy to wear such devices. They're pretty heavy, their field of view not so wide, and so on. It's not so powerful for now. But I see that industry is working more and more over the augmented reality devices. And I'm sure that maybe in 10 years it will be very popular, and it really might change our industry, especially when they will work with some artificial intelligence like ChatGPT and so on.
Okay, so last question. I mean, on that topic on VR. So, what's the problem with so if you want to dive deep into VR, right? Do we really need for the deepest diving the photorealistic picture, or it is not necessary? So what should I do in my application to make it popular and attractive for people? Is that photorealism or something else?
First of all, I guess it should be immersive. Like you should like feel like you're inside, and you do not need photorealistic graphics. You just need to create a feeling like you are inside of the virtual space, and it could be even cartoony, and you could feel like you're in the cartoony, but still you need to make a sounds. You should make a smooth and good rendering that you should not see any like artifacts, any glitches, any like dropping of frame per second, and so on. Like performance is super important for virtual reality, because when your game freezes on your monitor, it looks okay, and when your VR application freezes, you feel sick.
So the weak hardware is not the reason. Mostly the content is important, right? And the composition of all aspects. Okay. Let's get back to topic we discussed previously. You mentioned metaverses. So is it a failure?
My personal point of view is that like Mark Zuckerberg just rushed too much with the metaverse. I do not see that technologies are already ready for that. But still, it is important step further, and maybe like for now, metaverse, which made with Facebook and Meta, not so successful.
Definitely not. Definitely not.
But I guess like it's investment in future, because like every, I guess, as well as I don't know, Elon Musk, as well as Mark Zuckerberg, and a lot of different people over the world, which is mature for now, but all of them were kids, and I guess I had the same dreams as they were probably, that you want to have a real virtual reality, you want to dive into the virtual world completely. Not just with the screen, and I guess they invest and they want to help this technology to be spread it over the world, and this is investment to keep it alive, to do not to lose it, because I guess they see the future in these technologies as a dreamers.
So can you just provide your forecast? So should we expect Meta to close all those metaverse stuff since it's not profitable, or it will continue to invest on that until it probably took off?
I guess like my forecast is that they might. I do not expect the big success of metaverse for now, and I do not expect that they will continue to like throw their money into the oven. But still, I think that they will find another approach how to make it popular, how to like revive it. Maybe they will have rebranding. They have something other idea. Maybe they will integrate with other VR providers. Maybe they will move their virtual reality to augmented reality. It also could be like super useful. My expectations that augmented reality is more profitable, and Meta as well could jump into this train to get augmented reality devices and create their own like a metaverse over the augmented reality, like a social media, like a Facebook, which with like you could go over the world and see Facebook pages of each person. You can see the wall in its face.
I would say advertisement much rather. I would say that much. I would expect to have advertisement shown everywhere from rather than people. Other not related.
It's simply a solvable problem. Just pay some subscription to do not see the adverts over the world, and then, like ad block and ad free and subscription.
I do remember how I mean, approximately 10 years or 15 years ago, then it was web 1.0 version. I tried to use adblock on the site and mentioned that the site become the page become almost blank, because all advertisements they were removed, and they covered up more than half page area, right? So if we do the same in AR, I suppose we simply saw we'll see the real world, nothing with no added components. Okay, talking about AR, so as far as I know, we have on the market, we have only one option available. It's but not available for the retail. It's glasses from Microsoft, right? Or it's am I wrong, or maybe we have something alternative?
I guess the Microsoft HoloLens is like maybe most popular and most known on the market for like right now. Like maybe even not HoloLens, but HoloLens 2 is a bit better. It's also like HoloLens 2 is purchased by United States Army. For their army, they purchased some ER kits from Microsoft. But also there is a headset named Magic Leap. They also recently provided a new version of their AR headset. and just Magic Leap is more focused on business, not for customers, like real people, but for companies. And for real people, I heard a news about maybe some days ago that Huawei introduced their own AR glasses.
Okay, cheap, twice more memory, twice more resolution, or something else. Okay.
What is more important, they brought them onto the market before Apple, because Apple not yet released their own headset, so we'll see how it will work.
There is rumors on the market that Apple is going to present their own AR glasses at summer. Do you just believe on that?
I heard the same rumors 1 year ago.
Oh yeah, but there are more and more signs or that everywhere.
I'm sure that one day we will see it, but I understand that I'm not quite sure when it will happen, just because due to its Apple, I expect that they want to bring a really functional device, which will be recognized and customers will be satisfied with its functionality. It's important for Apple to keep their faith. I don't know how to say in another way, but still they need have their own reputation. And all AR devices that I saw, they are not so perfect for real customers. They have a lot of mistakes, issues, and various challenges with traction, with the point of field of view, with performance, and a lot of different stuff. They're heavy and so on and so on. So it's really hard to create a fully a complete device which will fit demand of the market, I guess.
Is that because of some hardware limitations, right? Or maybe physics are not allowed to just to do
my
that?
expectation is just the same as desktop desktop PCs. For now, they're just not so popular, just because they do not fit actual requests from the market, which demands more portable devices. And if PCs started their way to be smaller, years and years ago, AR devices just started their own way. They just created a new technologies, and they are experimenting. And I guess this is a limitation not of physics, not of anything else. It's just the technologies and experiments. They first need to make their own way to create the perfect device for the customer.
Okay. Should we expect so right now we are living in the era of cloud technologies, right? And right now you can rent a powerful virtual machine and play games on it, and it costs really cheap, right? So should we expect together with next version of GSM technologies, should we expect the same or the similar for AR VR? So maybe we don't need to have those hardware fast and heavy, just to have some transmitter that connects us to the wire.
Even for cloud gaming, there are a lot of challenges and a lot of not even rumors, just conflicts, or how to say it, argues around it. Very different points of view. But what we have in the theory, cloud gaming looks perfect, and it is exactly what we're going to. We want to all cloud technologies is more powerful and so on and so on. But at the same time, Google Stadia already closed. A lot of various big companies which made cloud gaming solutions, they stopped their activities. And I guess the most popular cloud gaming service that's currently available. It's NVIDIA Now, as a reminder, the name of it.
Yeah, it is. It is.
And still, it's not so popular still. And cloud gaming has real challenges. First of all, related to the limitations of the hardware, of the network lines, because still you have latency. You for the actual gaming, you have like a mouse which has 3 milliseconds response, and it's just very important for real gamers to have a super small latency. They do not want to lose any data between you and server, and still right now the world, I guess, is not yet ready for such technologies, especially like maybe it could work maybe somewhere around Russia or Belarus, where we have more modern networks, network hardware, because like these countries joined internet a bit later than others, and like for the United States, they have a lot of old hardware. They just could not allow you to have such speed.
Okay.
Cloud.
Okay. Okay. So guys, I'm just reached the end of my list of questions. So we have 5 minutes left. I don't see any raised hands, but if you want to do so, you have a chance. Please raise your hands and ask your question to Sviatoslav. Look at that smart and funny guy.
Any kind of questions?
No questions. Okay.
What oil do you use to make your beard so handsome?
I use oil of my hands. I just do like this, and this is enough for now.
Sapiravi sauce?
No sapiravi for now. I understand I am in Georgia, and sapiravi is a main sauce in your dish, but still.
Хачапури sauce.
Сулугуни sauce.
Okay. Okay. If we have no questions and we are right about out of our time, let me thank you, Sviatoslav. Thank you, Polina, for joining us today. Your answers was very interesting, and I suppose we all appreciate you for that. That's all for now. Thank you everyone to join us. Thank you for your attention, and see you next time. Just to have a chance to advertise. So since ChatGPT is a very hot demanded topic, so we expect our next session to be dedicated to that topic completely. So our idea is to invite people who started to use ChatGPT on a regular basis and ask them to share how they do that and what the actual results. So if you do so, I mean, if you have such experience and wish to share it, please let me know. I just invite you as a speaker, and you will become popular, at least around our small community. Thank you very much, and see you next time.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.